Hi everyone, welcome back to Actual English. My name is Jennifer Clyde. It's time for lesson 53 already, and today's topic is scheduling appointments. Of course, we have been talking about business-related topics. So today, of course, we can talk about scheduling business appointments. But when it comes to making appointments, planning to meet people, it can be making appointments in casual settings and also in business as well. So let's talk about this general topic. Yes, scheduling appointments. Are you ready? Let's get started with today's actual talk.
Hi Peter, I've got a new translation gig that's come in.
Really?
Yep, and I sort of need your help.
Why?
Because you were telling me last time that you do some translations on the side, and it was about poetry, if I remember.
Right, I do translate some old Korean poetry into English.
Thank goodness, that's perfect, because this job that's just been offered to me, it's about Korean contemporary poems.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you were free to meet up sometime soon?
Well, so we have to schedule something?
Definitely, yeah. I'll try to, meet up at a time that's convenient for you.
Okay, later this week sometime is good, or?
Yeah. Later this week, so you're thinking maybe Thursday, Friday?
Yeah.
Thursday's a no-go for me.
Oh, you're busy all day Thursday?
All day Thursday, and
Okay.
I do have an appointment this Sunday. Next Sunday's okay, though.
Okay, what about this Friday, let's say Friday afternoon at 3?
3 o'clock, let's see. I actually finish work on Friday at around 4 o'clock, so I might be able to meet you at 5. Is that okay?
5's a bit too late because I got to be home to feed the boys.
Okay.
What about we schedule it tentatively for Saturday afternoon?
Saturday afternoon, what time?
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock? Well, I'm free all day this Saturday.
Okay.
So anytime that's suitable for you, you can give me a call maybe on Friday night to confirm.
Okay.
Because something
Well, you're not going to, be like my friend who always cancels at the last minute,
Oh, definitely not. What happened with your friend?
Oh, just every time he tries to make an appointment with me, he says, we'll do it then. I call him, and he says, oh, no, I'm busy right now. I'll call you back, and then we never meet.
Oh, no, definitely not. I'm asking you for help, so...
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll see you Saturday.
All right, I'll see you Saturday.
Okay, welcome back everyone. Today's actual talk conversation wasn't too difficult, was it? I thought it was pretty simple and easy to understand. Now, the two, of course, Peter and Joanne, they were talking about when was a good time for each other to meet up. They were scheduling an appointment, right? Well, Joanne said she needed help on something. Let's find out what it was. Here we go. Now, Joanne says, hi, Peter. I've got a new translation gig that's come in. Okay. There are some great expressions in this first sentence. I've got a new translation job, a new translation gig. Now, gig, G-I-G, is just a slang. Informal, it's a very casual way of saying job, J-O-B, right? So she's saying, I got this new translation job. I got a new translation gig that's come in, that has come in, which means that has been offered to me, that has been given to me. Here we go. And then Peter says, really? Yep. And I sort of, which means kind of, need your help. Why? Because you do some translations on the side. Okay. Now, the beginning of the sentence isn't too difficult, right? I need your help. I kind of need your help because you do some translations. You can do a certain job. You can do a certain kind of work. You can do translations. But here, let's take a look on the side. To do a kind of work or to do something on the side means to do something as maybe a minor, right? It's not your major job, but if you also do something on the side, it means you also do that kind of job. It is not your main job. It is kind of like your sub job. Okay, now Peter says, right, I do translate some old Korean poetry into English. There we go. So you translate something into something. Translate A, right, into B. You can translate English into Korean. You can translate old Korean poetry into English. Now, Joanne says, thank goodness. That's perfect. That's wonderful. Why? Because this job that's been offered to me, it's about what? It's about Korean contemporary poems. We all know what poems are, but contemporary. This word is a bit tricky to pronounce. Contemporary. Contemporary. It means modern, of the present time. So, the job that has been given to her, that has been offered to her, it is about Korean contemporary poems, modern poems. Okay, moving on. She says, I was wondering if, I was curious, I was wondering if you were free to meet up sometime soon. Meet up means to get together, right? But what does free here mean? I was wondering if you were free. I was wondering if you had time. I was wondering if you were available. These are all ways of asking somebody when is available, if they have time to meet up with you, okay? I was wondering if you were free to meet up sometime soon. Now Peter says, so we have to schedule something, work with the time, right? So Joanne says, definitely, yeah, I'll try to meet up. Once again, get together, meet with you at a time that is convenient for you. So what is she saying? She's simply saying, I'm free whenever, I'm good whenever, but I'll try to meet up with you. I'll try to meet up with you at a time that is convenient for you. Whatever time works for you, whenever you are available, I can go to meet you. That's what she is saying. We'll practice that pattern later on, all right? Now, Peter says, okay, later this week sometime is good. Or, and then notice he brings it up, so he makes it into a question. So he's kind of asking Joanne as well. He's saying, okay, later this week sometime is good, or, meaning, is later this week good, or is it not good? Okay, one more time. Later this week sometime is good, or not would be the omitted word. Now Joanne says, yep, later this week. So you're thinking maybe Thursday or Friday. Notice this is also a question. So she's saying, okay, so are you thinking maybe Thursday or Friday? Are you saying Thursday or Friday is okay for you? Is convenient for you? Peter says, yeah. Well, Joanne says, Thursday is a no-go for me. Here we go with no-go. What does that mean? No-go. We often say no-go when we want to say cancel. If something doesn't work out, you can say, it's a no-go. Or without the you can say it's no-go. The meeting's no-go. The meeting is a no-go, which means it does not work, it will not work, cannot do, okay? So Thursday is a no-go for me, so Thursday doesn't work for me. I cannot do Thursday. She says, I have an appointment this Sunday. So next Sunday is okay though. So for Joanne, when is a good time? Thursday is a no-go, so Thursday is not good for Joanne. And next Sunday is okay. So Sunday, next Sunday works for Joanne. What did Peter say? He says, okay, what about this Friday? Now, he's comparing his schedule with Joanne's schedule. Maybe Friday works for him, so he says, what about this Friday? Let's say Friday afternoon at 3. Okay, this is an easy pattern. Someday at a certain time. Let's say is, for example, Friday afternoon at 3. Let's say Friday afternoon at 3, okay? Now, Joanne says 3 o'clock. Let's see. She's giving it some thought, and she says, I actually finish work on Friday at around 4 o'clock. So she finishes work at around roughly 4 o'clock, so I might be able to meet you at 5. Okay, Is that okay? She asks. So first of all, Peter is saying, is Friday okay? Friday afternoon at 3. But Joanne says, wait a minute. I get off work. I finish work at around 4 o'clock on Friday. So I might be able to make time at 5. Does 5 work for you? Is it okay or is that okay? Is that time okay? Is 5 o'clock okay? Peter says 5's a bit too late. Not so good. 5's a bit too late. Why? Because I've got to be home to feed the boys. He got the boys to feed. And he says, what about, okay, another suggestion, what about we schedule it tentatively for Saturday? Tentative, tentative, tentatively. Tentative means uncertain, not sure, not positive, undecided. So he's saying maybe Saturday. What about we schedule it tentatively for Saturday afternoon? So if somebody says tentatively for a certain day or time, you're saying possibly, okay? If it works, maybe we could meet up. If it doesn't, maybe we could cancel. But for now, let's schedule it for Saturday afternoon. Tentatively for Saturday afternoon. 1 o'clock, he asks. 1 o'clock? Joanne says 1 o'clock, well, I'm free, meaning available all day this Saturday. Anytime that's suitable for you, okay? Anytime that's convenient for you, or anytime that's suitable for you. Anytime that works for you. You can give me a call, okay? A call. You can give me a telephone call. You can ring me. You can call me on Friday night to confirm. Confirm. Confirm is the way we say it in the Korean way. Confirm something means to make sure something will work out. You may make an appointment for 3 o'clock. Or you may even make flight reservations for a certain date at a certain time, and you will have to confirm. Let them know that definitely you will be there, okay? So that is just making sure that things will work, okay? To make sure means to confirm something. All right, and then let's move on. Peter says, you're not going to be like my friend who always cancels at the last minute, are you? You're not going to be like my friend who always cancels at the last minute. You can cancel things at the last minute. So an example would be, you make an appointment at 3 o'clock, and then you might have to cancel at the last minute, which means you call at 2:50, 10 minutes before your appointment and say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cancel. That is canceling at the last minute, okay? She says, oh no, definitely not. I will not cancel at the last minute. Okay, so I'll see you Saturday, or you can say on Saturday as well. So here we go. When have they decided to meet up? They're going to meet on Saturday afternoon, but it's tentative, so they will perhaps call each other and confirm a certain time on Saturday to meet up and actually talk about something. Okay, that is it for today's actual talk. Listen to it one more time.
Hi, Peter. I've got a new translation gig that's come in.
Really?
Yep, and I sort of need your help.
Why?
Because you were telling me last time that you do some translations on the side, and it was about poetry, if I remember.
Right. I do translate some old Korean poetry into English.
Thank goodness, that's perfect, because this job that's just been offered to me, it's about Korean contemporary poems.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you were free to meet up sometime soon.
Well, so we have to schedule something?
Definitely, yeah. I'll try to, meet up at a time that's convenient for you.
Okay. Later this week sometime is good, or?
Yeah. Later this week, so you're thinking maybe Thursday, Friday?
Yeah.
Thursday's a no-go for me.
Oh, you're busy all day Thursday?
All day Thursday, and
Okay.
I do have an appointment this Sunday. Next Sunday's okay, though.
Okay, what about this Friday, let's say Friday afternoon at 3?
3 o'clock, let's see. I actually finish work on Friday at around 4 o'clock, so I might be able to meet you at 5. Is that okay?
5's a bit too late because I got to be home to feed the boys. What about we schedule it tentatively for Saturday afternoon?
Saturday afternoon, what time?
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock? Well, I'm free all day this Saturday.
Okay.
So anytime that's suitable for you, you can give me a call maybe on Friday night to confirm.
Okay.
Because something
Well, you're not gonna, be like my friend who always cancels at the last minute.
Oh, definitely not. What happened with your friend?
Oh, just every time he tries to make an appointment with me, he says, we'll do it then. I call him, and he says, oh, no, I'm busy right now. I'll call you back, and then we never meet.
Oh, no, definitely not. I'm asking you for help, so...
Okay. So I'll see you Saturday.
All right, I'll see you Saturday.
Now it's time for today's actual expressions. I've got 4 vocab words for you and 4 wonderful patterns. So let's take a look at them together. The first word is gig. Gig. Very simple to pronounce. Just read it as G-I-G, gig. It means job. The next word is contemporary. This is a simple word as well. It means modern, of the present or at the present. But here, let's take a look at the pronunciation. It's contemporary. Contemporary. It means current, latest, or present. The next word is no-go. As I mentioned, it's slang. It's informal, so maybe you want to keep away from using no-go at a formal business meeting, but you can use it with your friends perhaps. No-go. Some synonyms are canceled or not ready, but as Joanne said, Thursday's a no-go for me. That's what she said. It means Thursday does not work for me. It's no good, no good, no go, no good. Think of it that way. And then also tentative. Tentatively for Saturday afternoon was what Peter mentioned. So here we have tentative. Tentatively or tentative in this case, it means unsure, uncertain, not definite or positive. Okay, not definite or positive. Okay, job well done. Let's move on to today's patterns then. The first pattern is do plus work or job on the side. It means it's not your main job, right? Here we go. I do a little bit of voiceover jobs on the side. This is actually my story. I, of course, do programs on EBSE. I also do another program on radio as well, and many other regular jobs, but I do some other jobs on the side, and I do a little bit of voice-over jobs. They're basically voice recordings, simply put. I do them on the side. These jobs aren't my main jobs. Another one, he does some editing on the side. So if this person has a main job, he's maybe, I don't know, a translator, or he's an artist. That's his main job. But if he also does a little bit of editing, you can say he does some editing on the side. Okay, on the side. Let's take a look at the next pattern. Wonder if someone is free to do something. Add the verb right over there. So here are a few sample sentences. I was wondering if, I was curious. I was wondering if you were free to have coffee this afternoon. So have coffee would be the verb. I was wondering if you were free, if you had time to have coffee this afternoon. Another one. I was wondering if you were free to talk after work today. I was wondering if you were available, if you had time to talk after work today. Our next pattern, meet up with someone, means to get together at a time that is convenient for someone. This is something you can say to someone else. Maybe if you are asking if he or she can meet up with you, you're asking for a favor, you can say, well, we can meet up at a time that is convenient for you. 내가 시간 맞출게. Okay? You can use this pattern in those situations. Hey, let's meet up at a time that's convenient for you. Okay? Another one. We're meeting up with her at a time that's convenient for her. Okay? If you want to ask your boss if he has time or she has time, you can say, I can meet with you at a time that's convenient for you. Okay, let's take a look at one last pattern. Schedule something tentatively for and then day. You could also add time, but Here, let's go. Tentative once again means uncertain. 일단 언제 만나자. And then you can reschedule or confirm, right? Let's schedule it tentatively for Saturday. Means, for now, let's meet up on Saturday. We could have a change of plans. Let's confirm, but for now, let's set our appointment for Saturday. Simply say, let's schedule it tentatively for Saturday. Good job. And one more. I've scheduled a meeting tentatively for Tuesday evening. Okay? So once you hear this word tentatively, you know for sure that it is not set 100%. Maybe it's 50%. You need to confirm. I have scheduled a meeting tentatively for Tuesday evening. It could change, but for now, let's meet up on Tuesday evening. Okay, that about does it for today's actual expressions. Job well done.
Making appointment, I think that the most important thing is to find out the meter's best time and your best time, because sometimes people will make appointment with only thinking about their best time and not really thinking about the other person's what they really feel like. But what you should do is ask their time and also letting them know your time so that it will be the best time for both of you. Otherwise, in the appointment that you have, you will always have this emotional feeling towards the person that you are meeting. Then it won't be really best appointment that you have, and you get negative feelings to that person. This really happened to myself, and I didn't really had positive effect on them. That business turned out to be bad idea to me and them.
Thank you, Jenny, for today's actual story. You are always a good help. Now, in today's actual story, Jenny told us about how it is a good idea to try to ask the other person about their time. What works for them, okay, more than what works for you. Of course, you need to be available at a certain time or a certain day, but the other person has got to be available at that time slot as well. So here we go with the first sentence from today's actual story. When making an appointment, she begins by saying this. When making or setting an appointment, the most important thing is what? To do is to find out the best time. For who? For you and the other person. Of course, you have to be available and the other person has to be available as well. So it's most important to find out the best time for you and the best time for the other person as well when it comes to making appointments. Our next sentence is, sometimes people will make an appointment only thinking about what? Their best time. This happens too. So if you want to talk about maybe a situation where the other person, it can be your boss, a client, anyone, even a friend, and they only tell you their available times, best times for them, and it doesn't work for you, you can say sometimes people will try to make or people will make an appointment thinking about their best time only, okay, and not considering what works for you. Ask for their available time. Ask for their available time. Ask when they are available, and also let them know what works for you the best. Let them know when is a good time for you as well. Let them know what works for you the best. Let them know what time is best for you, in other words. Okay, and then we have one last sentence. If you don't do this, she says, otherwise, the appointment could turn out. Now, turn out means to result, right? It could turn out to be bad. Yes, it could turn out to be a disaster. You may end up having an argument, a fight, Or even if you don't have a fight, you might be upset at each other for not being considerate. Okay, so I think she's given us some great tips when it comes to making appointments. Of course, you have to be available and the other person has to be available, but I think it's important to ask others first about their availability. Okay, that is a wrap for today's actual story.
Making appointment, I think that the most important thing is to find out the meter's best time and your best time, because sometimes people will make appointment with only thinking about their best time and not really thinking about the other person's what they really feel like. But what you should do is ask their time and also letting them know your time so that it will be the best time for both of you. Otherwise, in the appointment that you have, you will always have this emotional feeling towards the person that you are meeting. Then it won't be really best appointment that you have, and you get negative feelings to that person. This really happened to myself, and I didn't really had positive effect on them. That business turned out to be bad idea to me and them.
Well, today we talked about scheduling appointments. Of course, as I did mention in the beginning, you can schedule appointments with clients, with business people, but then again, also with friends. Now, as Jenny did remind us, and as Peter and Joanne did mention in today's actual talk conversation, it's very important to ask the other person, especially if you are asking for a favor. Ask them when is a good time for them first, and then try to work around with the schedule, okay? And also keep in mind to schedule something tentatively for a certain day or a certain time means let's first of all set it, and in that case, you need to confirm. Okay, next time we'll talk about something very similar, not just appointments, but let's talk about business meetings, what they are like, what you should do, what you should not do. Okay, and that's going to be tomorrow, so please do join me again. In the meantime, come to our homepage, find your way over to www.ebse.co.kr, leave some topics there, and I do want to take a moment to apologize to all of our viewers out there for not getting back to your questions or your comments on our homepage. I will try to get to them as soon as possible. I do give you my word on that. So, yes, please do come by, swing by to say hello, and leave some questions. I will get to them. Maybe not now, but I will, okay? Okay, I'll see you again next time. Until then, take care and bye everyone. See you soon.